What's up? I know I said I wasn't really sure about doing Pokemon, if at all, before, but here we are. And kind of started with doing the TCG Pocket on the phone with coworkers, and honestly having a lot of fun with that. Pretty slow at your own pace kind of thing. And I had a friend that was like, hey man, you could just get these from Walmart pretty cheap, come play some TCG with me, and I've actually been enjoying that, especially a lot more than the TCG Pocket in comparison, and it's been fun. So pretty cool, definitely recommend. You can just go to Walmart and find any of these ZX battle decks for like cheap. Heck, even 20 bucks for the deluxe one, so level 2, which is pretty cool. And if for those that are not really aware of the levels on these things, they're specific, saying like level 1's like if you have 0 glue about TCGs, there's not a lot going on in these decks to really get overwhelmed in them. Level 2 is meant to be more like, oh, I'm used to TCGs, can kind of get into it. And then level 3 is like, these are tournament ready. Just as long as you know the rules and understand the combo line, you're pretty much good on that. In the way my friend and I were kind of doing this, like he had the Zapdos deluxe ones. It's like Zapdos and Maridon, isn't that right? And the way I looked up levels, being very familiar with TCGs in general, especially a wide variety of them, and there's some differences obviously through TCG Pocket, but it's more or less the same. So really, to me, it was more power level. Like he had Iron Leaves, I had the Melmetal here, as you see. We're fighting each other, and then I took it against his Zapdos, and actually won, just because I could get Melmetal, and he's an absolute train. He just hurts really bad. The Iron Leaves one, I got completely smoked. Completely smoked. And but yeah, it's just really, to me, it was power level. Like you get more EXs in the deluxe, so there's a little bit better synergy, more consistency. And then obviously as you go to like the Palkia that I have back there, which will open at some point, you're having like 3 Vs and 3 V stars or whatever it is in the deck content. But obviously it only runs like 9 water energy, so that's like running like 9 islands in your deck. So obviously there's going to be a learning curve to the synergy and combo line of the deck. So that's why I looked at it, was just power level. But they define it as skill level for new players and such. But that was kind of a digress point there. But the title's kind of a clickbait, so get wrecked. There's only actually going to be one that is still sealed that I will open. Most of these have already been opened because, we just went to Walmart, kind of dueled each other, and just kind of was kind of it. So they are open, but I didn't modify anything of it. We were testing and piloting the decks as is with them. So I'll just go over the deck content of each of these, the box, so what's in it and such, and then I'll go over the kind of just the deck as one go, like a little deck profile, and I'll put the value in it too, obviously, because people like that. I think it's cool, I guess, too. All right, so obviously it's been open. This is it, deck list on the side. Gives you kind of pretty much what you're getting into it. I mean, it's just pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, I opened this, ignore that. You could scan. I scanned this, actually went to it to see if I could get a better explanation. It really just took you right to the website. I had someone better explain it in like a big article, and I guess when they first designed the concept of it. So like anything level 1 is going to be like a V or something, whatever battle deck. Then you have deluxe, which are pretty much, from my understanding, all going to be level 2, and then anything that is considered league or tournament is going to be level 3, because they're geared to be ready for more competitive play. But yeah, so pretty much just take it from the side, slide it right out. Nothing really else into it. Box, who cares? Toss that to the side. Seal. You get a paper mat. Pretty standard. Yu-Gi-Oh's about the same. I actually think in the instructions, the little manual here, quick start rules, they actually call this the pro side, where you kind of already know the outlines, and then you have obviously the prize and the bench and kind of how you do the turns, which was I still actually used it, and after like a game, I kind of already picked it up. So it's really not that complicated to pick up, especially if you're used to like competitive play with Magic like I am. Obviously, you have a little quick rule book, which is pretty sweet. I mean, level 1 doing what it's designed for. Cool EX battle set, the token. Or token, I guess you could say it's coin. And then although I don't have it in here, I must have put it somewhere else. Actually, I hate them. It's the, basically comes with this. The damage counters of it. I mean, to get started, sure, I just don't like these because playing around with them, I don't know, I like the dice, like the power game stuff comes with dice and with the damage on it, and I'm just way more into dice. Not a huge fan of these. I get it's what they start with, but still not a huge fan of them. And then you have that, and it comes with all the deck content, which I will go over later, but it's pretty much, I mean, it's gonna be similar to all of them. I'll keep the coin there for it. You know, we'll go over this one too, the Iron Leaves. Obviously, I actually had to get the coin things out from there, so forgive me. A little crude box opening, but when I grabbed this was like, whatever, I went in and was like, oh, I'm gonna try the Iron Leaves, we'll have a mirror matchup. And kind of play with that, but yeah, you know, same thing. Oh yeah, I forgot, they do come with the kind of quick tip cards, guides, whatever you want to call them. Let's see the damage counters. You get a green EX1 box, same thing. I guess I should have probably went over it. It's whatever. I mean, it's not the most exciting, right? So I think this is actually out of the deck. Yeah, I forgot. The other one, I probably have it somewhere, I guess. Like I said, it's a little bit after the fact, so I do apologize on that one. But yeah, mostly just kind of like about the deck and kind of like how you're really wanting to play it. These are really not that complicated. I didn't even read any of these. They're really not that complicated, which is why the level 1s they're meant to be pretty straightforward, which we'll kind of talk about them in the deck profile on it. Of course, you got the tokens. Or damage counters. I don't know why I do not like those. Same thing. That will keep hitting the thing. Oh, there's the Melmetal. I guess I accidentally put it up here when we were playing with everything. Oh yeah, I got the code card. Yeah, plastic is making me angry. Yeah, and then it just comes in with a cool little deck box. You know, in comparison to the steel, you can see they do kind of keep the theme. Pretty sweet, I will say so. Like a little deck box, and then, you know, there you got your card in it. And then, of course, the showcase card will be at the front and the bottom, but of course, I've been playing with it. So just like I said, just quickly going over them. Got this other one here with the Deoxys one. I was a little messed up on this one, but you know, it comes with a coin. I actually prefer the V's. They really feel about the same as like the V or EX model. It's level 1. You get 1 EX. So like when we were playing and your EX ends up in the like prize pool, it's a little rough. You know, and then you get a mat. Actually, this one was kind of cool. The rest of them were just like the other player mats really just didn't have anything. This one was the Deoxys Oreo one. So we're just kind of quickly going over. I'm not trying to be super professional about it, just kind of opening them. It's whatever. And of course you get the same quick guide. And then yeah, you know, it comes in the same box like anything else. Nothing insane. And that's pretty much it. I think each deck was like $10.65. so before we'll just say that these EX ones are 12 for the sake of this video, $12. Because I want to say they're like 10 something. I walked away like after tax for like 11.25 or something like that. So we're just gonna say 12. It's just an arbitrary number. Just kind of use it as a benchmark, right? Okay, so let's get into the deck profile here. So obviously our main card here is Melmetal. You know, pay 1, essentially just ramp for 2 extra energy, and then 4, we basically hit for like immediately 210, 90 plus 30 for each energy. You can knock a lot of things out pretty quick with that. You know, next turn comes over, attach another energy. I mean, it's already pretty beefy. So you get one of those. So we'll set that right there. Set it right there. And then you get 3 Meltons. So basically we want to search as quick as we can for those as well. We get a playset of Room. Now, you know, if it's your best option depending on what you have in hand to, you know, if it's got to be in your active, it's 1 energy, start trying to filter through. Really, I tend to just leave those on the back, the bench, excuse me. And yeah, and then basically just try to go for Rev Room. You get 3 of those. So the idea with the ability of Rumbling Engine here, you could discard an energy from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in hand. So the idea is, this one, I guess you could say, is like more of like a graveyard discard energy kind of thing. And it's, you'll see as we go through it, wanting to utilize, just digging to find this as quick as possible, as well as, you know, whatever you may need to fight your opponent, you know, interrupt their combo or whatever, make yours more linear. We get 2 Bronzors. I just felt like he was pretty much kind of just obviously filler, you know, mirror draw, whatever, pretty much. And then Bronzong, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks used by opponents. Maybe that might be applicable if something's doing something crazy, I guess. It really just kind of felt like filler with that. And given that they're at least cheaper side of the abilities. And then I think he's pronounced Zacian. I'm probably completely wrong on this. He felt like a cool little kind of second, like another top end, with Iron Roar. Again, you're discarding off of Rev Room. You'll see some of the other trainer cards and stuff like that benefit off of putting things in the graveyard, or also benefit moving as well. And he just basically does that, and then, you know, also hits for 130. So we get a good little top end punch there. And then for the last of our Pokemon, we get 2 Orthworms. This one also just felt like maybe our slightly tankier ones. Really, his ability though gives him an extra 100 energy if he has 3 energy attached. So I just felt like sometimes it was a little awkward. I guess if you're just having bad luck and need to go, as you're still digging through your combo, he is good. But he does have the shoot through ability where it deals 100 and also does 30 back row. So again, this isn't really optimized, you know, to like single something out, use like boss's order or something. And, you know, I've never looked in to see what an optimized version of this is. Is it still playing off the discard? Is it a whole other type of combo line? What is certain is definitely trying to find Melmetal as quick as possible. You know, search for evolution. So we're trying to again find the Melmetal and Rev Room. Keep that just draw. And just like in any other card game, just draw is just very powerful for finding all your pieces. Rika, again, just more search, just helps you dig. Nemona, 3 Nemona, you know, draw 3. to Rorik. So, you know, draw 2, but gives us a basic energy back in hand. Again, that we probably discard off of Rev Room. So just keeps your hand full of energies. We're just trying to pump. Oop. Up here, 2 youngsters. Again, card draw. Really, I see this, especially in this deck with all the draw power already, compared to something like Iron Leaves, where I sometimes felt like I was like running, like getting low hand, card count in hand or whatever, because I'm playing a bunch of stuff, and it's essentially just a free refill. And here I felt like it was more of a hand fix, in early game especially. And then 1 potion, you know, heal your Pokemon, energy sticker, again, just to your bench. So unlike Rorik, you know, we discard something for like Rev Room, and now we can play this and then put it on and just keep ramping, like Orthworm, or, you know, maybe our Melmetal that we might be being a little bit more strategic with on our bench. Nest Ball. So if we need to find our Meltons, really anything, just more search. Just all about consistency and can you get to your combo quick enough. So 2 Nest Ball, 2 energy stickers there. 3 switch. You know, pretty nice. Don't have to worry about the retreat costs. You know, some of them, you know, like Bronzong's a little costly over there. But, you know, while we can get our energies and move them around and get them from the graveyard so our retreating doesn't feel too negative, still want to keep as much energy on everything as much as possible, because like our Orthworm wants to keep the energy. We got a big hit with Brave Blade. You could say like Rev Room has some hit, but I'd rather keep as much energy on it still. You know, ooh, got a playset of Great Ball. Again, just more digging, just to find what we need. And then pretty much it comes with 19 energies. So 19 steel energies. Okay, moving to Iron Leaves. This is a lot of fun though. So we have Iron Leaves, and basically its ability is when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may switch up your active Pokemon. If you do, move any amount of energy from your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. So the goal is like you just kind of wait for your key moments, play it, switch, move your energy right to it, hit for 180 pretty quick. Now he can't attack once doing this. That's okay, and we'll kind of explain that. So we get a playset of Oddish over here, and then we get 3 Glooms, and then 2 Vileplumes. So Vileplume's ability here is basically when you go to evolve it on your turn, you look at the top 8 cards of your deck and then any energies that are in it. So a lot of times I was pretty averagely hitting about 2 to 3, and then you could take and attach it to your bench Pokemon. Any number of basic energy charge fun, there to your Pokemon any way you like. So it's not even bench, it's just whatever you want. So really, really strong there. And then we have 2 Phantoms, 2 Trevenants. So again, this is our big hitter for 130, which is kind of what we want to hear. So similar to like kind of like Zacian, except it doesn't have gigging or it kills itself. It's more of hits for low, but can attach a steel energy. So it's again playing more on the ramp scene. We get 1 Tropius. What I like about him is that, like, with Vileplume, you move energy, you can put it on here, hit for 130, and then take this energy or whatever. So if you're kind of needing this to knock something out, but know he's gonna get knocked out, we don't really want to lose that 3 energy, because there's a lot of cases, yes, I understand this is level 1, not completely optimized, but there's a lot of cases where like I don't want to lose that energy because I'm kind of counting on some of that for multiple Iron Leaf plays. Maractus, I would say kind of similar to the Varoom. It really I've only ever had where I'm like had a starting hand. I was like, oh, I'd rather get this in here, get an energy, and just kind of keep drawing because I'm trying to find more of my combo pieces. Really about the value of Maractus. So kind of similar to the Varoom. And then 3 Tangela, not I think it's Tangela. And really what he is for is just to get into Tangrowth. He is also a huge hitter for 150, but he can also be kind of decently tanky because his thick body absorbs 30. So pretty good there still. So here's kind of the combo with it. So obviously we're just trying to get as much energy out. We have Vileplume to search for it. We can kind of move it around, but we really just want to get energy out, get to the Vileplume. We have Iron Leaves. If you take it swing, he probably is going to get hit pretty hard, and then we go, okay, we don't care. We'll do Professor Turo, so we just take it. Basically, all the energy counters get removed. We lose the energy gas, but then we put it back in the hand. We just kind of keep repeating it. So we just keep hitting pretty hard on our turn. So even if we can't attack next turn, that obviously gets reset. It's kind of like in Magic, it is considered a different identity when it comes back on the field, right? Again, 3 in the Mona, just draw, dig for our answers as quick as we can. 2 Rika this time. Now we go for a Place of the Youngster, which is pretty needed because sometimes it gets oddly pretty rough hands, and we play through our hand a lot. Does that make sense? And where we just need more gas, like we can empty our hand out pretty quick. And this has just been like a free draw 5. I mean, it's been really nice. Same thing. We want to find the Vileplume, maybe a Trevenant. We need some setup. Let's see here for Great Balls. Again, just trying to search for what we need. Switch could still work with getting us our Iron Leaves back. Even though the retreat cost is pretty low again with these things, we really want to keep as much energy as we can in play. So got a switch here. Also kind of helps with a lot of things, you know. Now we go for 3 Pokeballs. Also just a way to get our Iron Leaves. That's been primarily one of the biggest things I've used it for, or Vileplume, right? Depending on my setup. And then 18 Leaf Energies. So pretty much about it. It's just getting as much energy out on the board, getting our leaves for bounce, and just keep whacking away. And about pretty much it for kind of just quickly going over the deck. There's really, like I said, there's not a lot to explain. A lot of this was just kind of fill or whatever, but it's just really a few couple cards. I mean, everything does work together, but it's all, much like Melmetal, it's just all very straightforward, very simple.